Begley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams come into today's game with a track record of getting it down through the air. Both rank in the top 10 in passing TDs. It's the Raiders going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Renamed in August of 2016, there's a look inside New Era Field here at Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Here is the former Bill, Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, Lynch. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll run again with Lynch, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And I think the ball's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, That's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ian Williams continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now Peterman on second down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Holmes. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. From midfield now, here's Peterman. Open man is Holmes. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Peterman. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, here's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. Look at the dance and the juke. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Here's Carr to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down, the run with Lynch. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Carr now to throw. He finds Roberts complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Not shit.
Okay,
Almost at halftime.
Play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
I didn't want to be there. And then some asshole like...
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Janikowski bangs it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And his throw is incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
The rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go! Green! Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
On the counter, here's McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Peterman. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Colton Schmidt, 4th-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the
Well, you'll be happy to know that I scored more points than my last game. I have 6 points instead of 5.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow
Yep.
came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
Oh, no.
Great hand.
I'm still working on trying to get to halftime.
They're out of control of their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to take this.
And your mic is going all robot-y.
A minute 58 to go in this
Say
first
something?
half of play. Back to Buffalo.
No, it literally sounds like the mic isn't, like, the jack isn't all the way in or something somewhere.
For second down.
Got like that static, yeah, it's got like that staticky robot-y sound. Yeah. Yeah, it's still going on.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch.
There we go.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3.
Okay.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw.
Don't care.
Right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Yeah, well, I chew Big Red and you don't.
That was good
Fuck you.
recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now a play fake. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second.
What part of the movie yet?
You see zone defense, and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Sammy Hill. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their time.
So you're near the end then, right?
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Yeah.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Peterman back into his end zone. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's in trouble, and McCoy won't make it out of the end zone. It's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards.
Isn't the French guy gay?
Now Peterman on 1st down.
Yeah.
Man open right
Also.
side, it's the tight end Clay.
And here comes that crappy fucking robot noise that's about to get your ass muted.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys
Yep.
running those corner routes, so difficult.
And like Chris Farley from fucking Tommy Boy when he's talking into the fan.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now you got the loud voice again. Like when we're playing. Yep.
A 1st throw here for the backup Taylor. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown in there to get him for a loss of 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 14 on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Carter throw on 3rd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They go play action here on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Back to the ground, Lynch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They go play action with Peterman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Yeah, but it's got to be so boring.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Peterman. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
I think so. I think it's like a suicide race, like a 2-lap thing.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sammy Hill able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Caught left side to Crabtree. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. Cordero Patterson. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, 83 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing...
Well, that they get out and run it.
Too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal. They didn't get it done.
Well, at the current stage of the game, I'm up 21-20.
Their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive.
I went 3-0 yesterday. 3 games I played yesterday. Yeah, 3 games I played yesterday in 3 different leagues.
Finish off the drive. That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And start of the 4th quarter, 21-20.
Bills first down. Back now in Buffalo. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might
Say you let Crips.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on.
And I got a fucking game invite from fucking Scuba Steve for Black Ops.
We have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football.
I believe so.
I've got to get at least 4
I
yards.
believe so.
They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings
That
up
motherfucker,
here.
like, 5 minutes ago.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes
Catnip?
along. You control the clock,
Or just cats being cats?
and that way you often control the game.
They go play action now. Peterman. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go
Goddamn fucking piece of shit. Rip your face off like pancake.
But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks. All
That
those
bad
things,
already?
Hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. On second down, it's McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position. You just saw there some linebackers.
So you're going to turn off the robot bullshit.
Run past that trash, go past people, and make
you-
tackles near the sidelines.
I still hear robot, dude.
But also in the
I really do.
backfield there for the loss.
Alright, now you're good.
On third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is
I'm
third
telling
down and
you, I just heard robot. Now I hear robot again.
play action. It's Peterman.
It's like touch and go.
And incomplete. He
Try
can't
taking your jack out and plugging it back in.
Nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I'll say out of the headphone. That's what I normally do when I have a problem.
Tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
You sound good on mine now.
9 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
And everything in between, right?
They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the
Got that
four
fucking
fingers,
commercial
the
song
quarters
stuck in my
out.
head.
Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle.
Okay.
Cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep
Sounds like they're
the
just
clock going.
spamming that shit.
You also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd and 2, Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the
Yeah, they're just spamming shit. They probably stack shit. I feel bad for you, man.
This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And you know,
God damn.
Possession, they were
That's
able to
bad.
win the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
That's bad.
2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
But still,
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On second down, here's Peterman. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. He got 29 yards.
What, the good team?
They'll throw on first down with Peterman.
Because of your KD, probably. Because your KD. Still doing robot.
Able to drop him for a loss of 4. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion.
Alright, 2-minute warning.
Offense needs something.
So far so good.
It is second and long. Here's Peterman. A quick hitter complete. It's Holmes.
Okay.
The reception.
Nope, back.
It's third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning.
Alright, there we go. Nope. I'm going to try after my game. Pull out my jack and plug it back in, see if it's mine somehow.
Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's back to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy.
Oh yeah, it's something bad.
He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, good luck with that.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they needed the
For the moment.
And the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively.
Like I said, for the moment.
That they sorely needed one, and that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They start the drive with Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr going to throw here. And it's caught by Crabtree. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with touchdown number 15 on
Man,
the
that
year
sucks.
and second of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And, you know,
And I'm about to wrap up a win and on a 35-20 win.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with McCoy.
Oh, fuck.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I just won 35-20.
Let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Oakland, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll have another road
Isn't this one of your friends?
With the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss.
One of my friends.
And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Yeah, you just created the Tinkle Queen account, right?
So that'll do it for us. For
I don't know my friends list. Unless it's like one of those changed alternate names kind of thing. Like, I'm sure how I come in, it says WT, the best in my world. Or does it actually say Edgehead?